So here's a stupid idea. You give me things and I have to make a pun about them right there on the spot. No preparation beforehand. This is gonna be a disaster. Bagels! So I have a plan, right? One day I'm gonna take my date out and we'll watch the Golden Gate Bridge together. While eating lunch and probably be pestered by birds. We'll be eating bagels with bay. Goals! Oh, it's a solid start. Cats! Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Sorry, that was clawful. Paper? You know, these printing manufacturers are already making like tons of money just through the ink. And I'm kind of grateful that at least we don't have to pay per sheet. If you're trying to figure out how to close a loop on paper, you can either tape or taper paper. Taper paper. I cut myself doing that. Vinyl. So you know how a lot of like old trends are coming back as like cool and retro? If vinyl came back, I wonder if vinyl come back. That one I'm proud of. Hamilton. Man, I miss Hamilton. And I guess so does Eliza, but... His son Philip, more like filled up with lead. Eliza, more like he lies about where he's going in the morning. Okay, I just need to move on. Next! Vincent van Gogh. Vincent van Gogh, more like, where did his ear go? Because he chopped it off. Look, they can't all be winners. Beards. Okay, this one is really bad, but it's the best I got off the top of my head. What do you call someone's face, right? Who started to shave, but then accidentally cut himself, and then decided, screw it, I'm gonna shave it all off, but then cut his face a lot? He's naked-faced. That was my soul leaving my body. Ukulele! Okay, so this one requires a bit of like background, but what do you say when you are a music teacher and one of your kids is a huge Star Wars nerd and named one of its instruments Leia, but keeps playing it at like inopportune times? Ukulele down right now. Sliced bread. Look, I know this one is probably the biggest stretch yet, but it's the best I can come up with off the top of my head. What happens when a zombie asks you for some food, specifically some cooked, lightly browned bread, and you provide more than they expected? That makes you the most toast host of said dead bread lead. I'm sorry, that's the best I can do! Oranges! The stupidest game show ever is oranges or ninjas. Either way you slice it. Twitter. This isn't really a pun, but it's just fun to say. You know, everybody hates it when you start tweeting about the weather. No one cares! So when you tweet the sleet, you concede defeat. Night. Okay, what do you call a vampire horse? A nightmare. Tree branches. For this one, I'm really gonna need to branch out and come up with some that are okay until you've had your chlorophyll. Sorry, should I leave these alone? Water. Look, what are you expecting me to say? H2O? No? There, I'll just do that. Soup! Or this new dull one with this one. Can I get a ramen? Breaking things. Chris Howard. That's the joke. Spoons! I'd imagine there's not a huge, like, demand for used spoons, so you tend to sell them for practically nothing. And now it's time for hard round, the round where I still attempt ones that I skipped on my first go-through, like applesauce. You know, I wonder if the factories that create the stuff rely on a pull system. A pull system? Look, there's a reason I skipped it! Tea and crumpets. Now look, this is America, okay? We have our pizza and our donuts. But don't worry, England. I mean, we don't really harbor any hard feelings. Like the Boston Tea Party. And finally, the one thing that I could not find any puns for, and if you have any, please tell me down below. Lint. What kind of pun could you make off of lint? I've been racking my brain for the past almost exactly 15 minutes, and I got nothing. Lint? More like... my brain is splint in two. If you have something for that, please tell me. But there you go, I hope you enjoyed. And I may not be the best pun king on YouTube, as the numerous pun battles with the entrepreneur Ryan Matlock have shown. But I still am going to hold on to my 3rd place crown as much as possible, okay? And I want to see some other people do this. So I guess I tag. Are people still doing tag videos on YouTube? Screw it. I'm still doing tag videos on YouTube, and I would like to tag my buddies Ryan Matlock. That's right, boy, the crown pun king of YouTube at the moment. Yeah, I'd like to see you give this a go. It's harder than expected. And Anna Cat Meow, because I know that she hates puns, and it would just be so fun to watch her die inside. And also you, if you want to do this, like, absolutely feel free to take this. I guess I tag you too, specifically. And I'll see you next week, hopefully with a little bit less challenging of a video. Stay positive.